With our current weather conditions, it takes a real expert to create landscape that'll thrive. Riedel's Garden Center has the staff with the expertise who know all about the requirements for plants, lawns, and landscapes that'll stand up to our changing weather conditions. With 25 years of hands-on experience, owner Darren Riedel will customize a landscape design and irrigation system to meet your expectations and our climate. It is recommended to protect your lawn using Fertilome products, available at Riedel's Garden Center, an authorized dealer. Call or stop by Riedel's Garden Center today.
Hi, thank you for joining us for another episode of Green and Growing. I'm Dr. Laura Wilson, and June is a great time to talk about strawberries. Strawberries are a wonderful, versatile plant. They're perennials, so they'll come back year after year. You can plant them in your garden beds, amongst flowers. You can plant them in their own plots in a vegetable or herb garden, and they also do great in containers. Just one thing with containers that's important to remember is that if you do expect to overwinter them, they'll have a tendency, the roots will freeze a bit easier in a container, so you might want to bring the container in during the winter or transplant to the ground. A lot of people will talk about mulching, the need to mulch over winter. Straw or other types of mulch can be great, but I've never had problems with roots freezing and not coming back. Again, they're pretty hardy perennials, and they'll just leaf up the next year. In terms of soil, they do like a sandy loam, but the important thing is to have good drainage. They like to have moist roots, but not in standing water. They also require full sun, so 6 to 10 hours of sunlight a day for best fruit production. Though strawberries are easy to grow, they can overtake a yard pretty quickly. They get these long runners on them, and that's how they send out the new plants or the daughter plants. So some things you'll need to think about is how to direct the runners into areas where you want the strawberries to spread, or cutting off those runners if you don't want them to spread and develop new root systems and new plants. But otherwise, a lot of people will suggest pinching off the first flowers that you get in May and June, and this will help promote strong leaf growth and strong root growth, so that when your next batch of flowers do grow, they'll have enough energy getting in through the leaves and the roots to produce strong, large, and healthy fruits. The only other thing to worry about with strawberries, other than taking over your yard and moisture issues, are pests. One thing that I do is I have a tendency to plant mints or marigolds and other natural pest deterrents around my vegetables and herbs and fruits. And this is a great way to keep insect pests away from your fruit without having to use pesticides. Strawberries are one of those fruits that are known to really absorb those pesticides into the fruit, and it's very hard to wash off. So very much an advantage of growing your own strawberries versus a store-bought. But then, of course, small mammals and birds also love strawberries, like everyone else. So a lot of people will either cage or net their strawberry plants, but one way you can get around them is just harvesting your strawberries as soon as they're ripe and not leaving them on the vine, so you're not competing with the other animals in your yard. Otherwise, strawberries are a great way to either start or develop continue planting herbs, vegetables, and other produce gardens, or really just to kind of add fun accent for the family and the kitchen table into your gardens at home. Any information that I've talked about, you can find more about on the Ellis County Masters Gardeners Facebook page or website, so just check those out for more information. Thanks so much for joining us.
With our current weather conditions, it takes a real expert to create landscape that'll thrive. Riedel's Garden Center has the staff with the expertise who know all about the requirements for plants, lawns, and landscapes that'll stand up to our changing weather conditions. With 25 years of hands-on experience, owner Darren Riedel will customize a landscape design and irrigation system to meet your expectations and our climate. It is recommended to protect your lawn using Fertilome products, available at Riedel's Garden Center, an authorized dealer. Call or stop by Riedel's Garden Center today.